You probably know that diesel engines are massively powerful in terms of torque output and relatively easy on fuel, which is why, as a business decision, they're the choice for moving heavy things with trains and locomotives and industrial equipment. Over the years, diesel power has found its way into passenger cars too, luxury cars even, although for a long time, ordering your luxury car with diesel power meant putting up with a noisy, unpleasant engine that clattered like a blender full of wrenches and spit out sooty emissions that you could harvest for chemical warfare. That was quite some time ago though, and today, thanks to engineering and technology, things are a bit different. This is the Q5. It's a mid-sized luxury crossover from Audi, and like much of its competition, it's available with several different engines to meet a variety of shopper needs and wants. And if those needs and wants include monstrous torque output and really good fuel mileage, you can specify the TDI. That means turbo direct injection, which here feeds a 3-liter V6 compressed and intercooled air and highly pressurized diesel to create 240 horsepower and, more importantly, the better part of 430 pounds of torque. That's on par with one of these or one of these, which means that the performance here is a little on the hot rod side. Off the line with a good stock, you'd hope they've reinforced the headrest. She gets up and goes, rolling coal from 0 to 100 clicks in 6.7 seconds, while firing off fast shifts near the 5,000 RPM red line. Passing and merging power is just as impressive, and to that fuel-efficient torque monster diesel mill, engineers added things like auto stop to eliminate wasteful idling, and an 8-speed transmission that sees highway revs land at 1,500 or less. And unlike days gone by, there's no smoke, no soot, no unpleasant smell. The exhaust is even milder than a gas engine, and it sort of smells like a clean swimming pool. In fact, when you start the Q5 TDI up, there's barely a peep. I've heard gas engines that sound more like a diesel than this. In driving it, there's little indication that you're in a diesel at all. The vibration's all but kept out of the cabin. There's a massive turbocharger up there, but you can't hear it. And the clattering noise under throttle that was kind of once the characteristic of a diesel engine is nowhere to be seen. You don't even need to turn the Q5 TDI off in a drive-thru so that people can take your order. Nothing about this thing sounds or feels like it's got a transport truck engine under the hood, and even at full throttle, well, here, have a listen. Chooching along, but you can barely hear a peep. And since diesel engines don't mind hauling around heavy stuff, you'll experience minimal performance and mileage penalties if you're towing anything. The Q5 TDI showed us some of its stuff on this muddy back road. There's Quattro, Audi's signature all-wheel drive technology, which calls the shots in maximizing all-surface grip. No issue with wasted wheel spin or traction-related drama. You can be really confident here that Quattro's computer brain will work the differentials and even the brakes if needed to ensure maximum forward momentum over any surface. And so you can fine-tune that all-surface performance exactly how you like. There's the Audi Drive Select interface, which alters various vehicle systems at the click of a button to dial the Q5's feel in anywhere from a stiff and planted sports car to a light and lazy luxury cruiser. Steering feel is, well, whatever you like. Just go in here and pick your favorite. Same with the ride. There are 3 presets and 1 custom mode, so it's all up to you. I liked the comfort suspension and the sport steering combination on this nasty bit of road. It absorbs the bumps nicely, but keeps the steering crisp and responsive. That's backed up by the sporty S-Line package, which optionally adds a subtle body kit, sport suspension, badging, and the like, including these slick-looking sills that welcome passengers on board. Inside, typical Audi. All the high-tech controls are down here near the shifter, meaning your forward view is free of button clutter. It's a little less serious and formal than a comparable BMW or Benz, and it shows off an upscale environment that's high-tech but not overdone. Out back, a powered tailgate opens onto a nice wide cargo area with handy storage pockets, and rear seats fold down when you need more space. No issues to report with headroom, legroom, or ease of entry and exit either. And throughout, there's maximum quality everywhere your fingertips or eyeballs may go looking for it, and all the goodies, thanks to nearly 11 grand in options fitted to this tester. Notable? Well, the Bang & Olufsen stereo system is a truly world-class eardrum smasher, and the forward-looking radar-guided cruise control is among the smoothest and most intelligent I've ever used. Other notes, the LED pipe running lights look slick, but the xenon-fired headlamps really impress after dark, flooding the road with pure white light. And Q5 is also highly maneuverable in tight quarters. Add in the parking camera and backup beepers and you've got a crossover that's, well, easy to park. The blind spot assist or Audi side guard system keeps you apprised of goings-on near your Q5 too. fuel mileage was exceptional. My totals for this test were 1,427 kilometers of driving, burning up 167 liters of diesel. This means mileage landed at just 8.5 liters per 100 clicks, smashing the consumption figures I've achieved with any number of four-cylinder crossover models like the Mitsubishi Outlander or Toyota RAV4, but with a boatload more power. So let's sum it up. You'll like the posh cabin, slick all-wheel drive system, and the frisky handling and traction it enables, the option of fine-tuning the Q5's feel, and more than all of that, the huge power and small fuel bills. The headlights and stereo system are also fantastic. No major complaints. There's a bit of a learning curve to the central command interface. The Q5 TDI does get pricey with options, and some drivers will wish for a smoother ride on rougher surfaces on account of the large wheels fitted with the S-Line package. All said, if you're after the torque output of a big V8 and the fuel economy of a small four-cylinder in a luxury ute, Q5 TDI starts at $48,700, and because it ticks all the boxes as a proper luxury sports crossover while being very powerful, very easy on fuel, and great to drive on virtually any road, I'm calling this one a priority test drive.